If the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain, the rain in Saudi falls mainly on the Dakar. And hurricanes may hardly ever happen in Hertford, Hereford or Hampshire, but by George, we've had some downpours in the desert.
I don't want to take any risks. I know what it's like, I know what they're going through. I can see there's a lot of physical fatigue, especially among the amateurs, but even the pros as well, and that set a few alarm bells ringing. So we decided to cancel the stage for the bikes and quads. We'll go ahead with the cars because they're not facing the same problems. The bikers will head to the bivouac tomorrow so they can do stage 8.
Today was really extreme and many hours on the bike, so in terms of safety I think it's a good decision from the Dakar.
I think it could be a good solution if everything was dry and it was not raining, but with the rain it was too much. So I'm really happy that from the organization they understood that it was necessary to do a break, and I'm happy about that.
Honda, the riders are not leaving, and they want always more kilometers, you know. But I understand.
There's not much to say. With all the rain that we've had, I can understand. I like it when it's hard, and this is turning into a really hard Dakar. I'm not sure I've ever known it to be this hard. So we'll have a sort of semi-rest day because we still have a long road section.
Yesterday was crazy long. They rode the distance from London to Paris and back, and had they gone again today, they'd have done the same as Cape Town to Kruger National Park in 2 days. Good decision, because this Dakar is testing enough as it is. Friday night was a sleepless one for many of the crews in service. Yazid Al-Raji, one of many drivers who found themselves stranded in the sand on stage 6. And making a car drivable again after a crash like that takes hours. So the route that was challenging enough in daylight had to be tackled without the guiding light of the sun. And it wasn't just Al-Raji. Carlos Sainz and Lucas Cruz also returned to the bivouac after dark, and the mechanics were going to have a monumental job on their hands if his Audi was going to be ready for Saturday morning after a double blow for their 2 legends of the sport.
I've got a bad headache, I'm not very well. I won't be able to go at 100%, we'll see. NASA's given me a magic pill. We took a big hit yesterday. It's unusual today because there are no bikes in front, so there are no tracks to follow. I'll have to open, so I don't think we're going to win today. We're going to lose several minutes.
This is not the trailer for the new Star Wars movie. This is Matthias Ekstrom looking for what made his car look like a downed Rebel Alliance X-Wing.
I was starting from the restart in the dust from Sala. I couldn't see, and then suddenly I just hit a stone in the middle of here. It was probably 1 stone and I hit it.
And then the car?
Yeah, puncture, rim wouldn't be so bad, but the wishbone is broken, so we have to wait for the truck.
Ekstrom and Sainz stranded again. Audi, not the electric performance they hoped for.
I still have a strong headache from yesterday, but you know, when you're in the race car, you forget everything anyway.
It's not just the terrain that's challenging at the Dakar, of course. Navigation skills are a vital part of rally raid.
Galan and Sab, he passed us, but the last part was really tricky navigation. Suddenly we are like 3-4 cars together, and really it was a big race, but okay, we was really take care.
As the competitors weren't expecting a marathon stage, an assistance zone was created, open for 2 hours each.
You're crazy.
More trouble for Eric van Loon, who is out. The Dutchman who rolled his Toyota in the prologue found himself marooned on a desert dryland. Drifting his way into third for another top 5, Gerlin Chichery. In front of him, another ProDrive hunter, that of Vaidotas Zala, the Lithuanian who won the very first Dakar stage to take place in Saudi Arabia 3 years ago. The mechanics did well. Yazid smashed up his Toyota yesterday. Today, he smashed it.
We push, we start far away and not easy to overtake the car, but we push sometime right, left. But finally, I think we do a very great job today, more than enough.
Right and left are problematic now for Dutch twins Tim and Tom Coronel.
Last bump in the stage, I didn't see it, so I flipped the car. So this was the result. So we have a lot of work to do.
Al-Raji started way down in 40th after his issues yesterday. Quite an achievement to come through the field to win. Nasser lost 19 minutes, but I don't think he'll be too bothered. In T3 last year, Cristina Gutierrez had some really bad days ruining her chances. But this year, she's had some really bad days ruining her chances. Yesterday, she lost 3 hours.
We started the morning with a big problem in the car. That's why we entered the stage so late. After that, we tried to push and overtake some drivers, and after all of the problems in the morning with the repairs and everything, at least we could have a clean stage.
Yesterday he was in a ditch, today went without a hitch. T3 winner American Mitch Guthrie, but a third victory not enough to make a pitch at the title because he's literally more than an entire day behind Guillaume de Mevius. AJ isn't far behind though. Lovely Christina did have a pretty clean run, she finished 10th. Having a Brazilian means going lower, having it trimmed until it's all lost. Rodrigo Lupa de Oliveira is Brazilian. He got lost, had his lead trimmed and went lower by 5 places, which left it wide open for Rokas the Rocket Bashuska to make it a hat-trick of victories.
A lot of cars, overtake us, a lot of dust, but yeah, we managed again. We survived another day.
Bashuska's battle with Batista was banging. Just a minute between them today. Saudi driver Yasser Saidan took third. Rokas tops the general for the first time ahead of Goxal ×3. If you don't like more size, more excitement, more power and more torque, then look away now. In fact, what are you doing here at all? Jaroslav Valter has had issues with shock absorbers in the past few stages, but the Czech had a much better day today in his Tatra Phoenix. He's nearly 2 hours back overall though. Alex Loprice says it's been a tough Dakar with something new every day. On the 7th stage, he dealt with the bumps to grind out second place in his Praga. And Janus van Kasteren says his truck is now running perfectly. The last 3 days have proved that. Third, second, and now a first Dakar win. And he's back in contention for the crown. It's a long, long road to Dammam, and this could be a very tight fight. The overall is unchanged though, Loprice leading Martin van den Brink and Van Kasteren, with Martin Macic chasing them with everything he's got. Seven specials down, and we are testing our competitors to the very limit. The Dakar speaks for itself. À demain.
I have a mechanical problem, but I don't know what's the mechanical problem.
Okay. Did you call your assistant?
There is no service here.
You called them?
I can't call them, there is no service.